All right, so tonight we're going to talk about the VIP process. So I want you guys to get very familiar with this, comfortable with it, and follow this sequence. Can you turn that down a little, Tam? And follow this sequence whenever you guys are like start to finish, trying to close a VIP, trying to get a VIP. 1 second, let me close this out. So yeah, this is kind of like the one thing that this system can really be applied to pretty much every single VIP. I know with market partners, it's a little different. It depends on, the conversation. There's not really like a script you can use, but with VIPs, you're gonna pretty much have this process every single time. And so Julianne and I have she made an outline for this. So I think you guys have probably seen it, but I'm just going to go over it. And we use this pretty much anytime we're getting a VIP, and it works super, super well. So I'm going to run you guys through that. And then at the end, I'm going to read you 2 example VIP conversations from start to finish, because I feel like that sometimes helps people to hear it kind of in action, or if they have questions that come up. But I want to talk to you guys about 3 scenarios. So the 3 scenarios that you might encounter with a VIP is maybe number 1, you offered the products to them. The second could be they reach out to you, or the third is maybe they fill out your hair quiz. So I wanted to give you guys kind of ideas on how to deal with each of these scenarios. So the first one is offering the products. So typically, I still offer the products, guys. I don't get a ton of DMs hey, hook me up with your products. That really doesn't happen. So a lot of this, when you come into the business and you're newer, or even to this day, you have to get comfortable offering it. So maybe some ideas of that are reaching out to somebody and being like, hey, have you ever heard of the brand Monat before? Or Modern Nature, whatever you want to say. See if they've heard of it. And then if they haven't, be like, girl, let me tell you all about it. My hair has transformed. Okay, so that can be kind of a way to start a VIP conversation. Another way could be, hey, have you ever considered trying Monat products before? I've used this so many times because I know who's watching my stories, right? I've been doing this for 1.5 years. I know who watches and still hasn't bought. So sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm going to shoot him a DM, and I'm going to be like, hey, have you ever thought about trying these products before? And sometimes they're like, oh, well, I don't know, maybe, or whatever. And then that's something you can kind of work with. And then the other one that I always suggest for newer girls is reaching out to people and being like, hey, these are probably your friends and family, your warm market. Hey, the next time you're low on your shampoo and conditioner or your skincare, I'd love to introduce you to a brand that I've been loving. Or maybe somebody who's struggling with their hair and their skin. Hey, I know you've always struggled with XYZ thing, and I think I found a line that would really help you. So those are just kind of some ideas on how to maybe offer the products to really get this whole thing started, right? Because you can know this process, but if you don't have a conversation to work with, you're never going to put this into effect, right? So the second scenario could be maybe they reach out to you. So maybe that could be a story reply. Maybe they see a really awesome transformation that you posted, and they're like, ooh, what is this? Or sometimes you post about the oil and they're like, what is this oil, or what does this do? Or maybe they voted on your poll. So if somebody replies to your story, obviously you're going to kind of have something to work with. And you could always screenshot it and send it into your chat and be like, hey guys, what should I say? How should I go about this? If they vote on your poll, I get this question a lot. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea in this training call. Anytime somebody votes on my poll, it really depends on what it's about. But I pretty much always am like, hey, whatever their name is, I like DM them from their vote. So you can like go to the little message thing like on the vote so that it attaches the post to your message to them so they know what you're talking about, because sometimes people accidentally vote or whatever. So if you just DM them and the post isn't attached, they're not really gonna like know what you're talking about. So I always attach it and I'm like, hey, I saw you voted. Like, I'd love to chat with you about these hair products, or I'd love to see how I can help your hair. I'd love to, if you're posting out frizz, like, hey girl, I saw you voted. Like, I would seriously love to help you out with your frizziness. I have found something that works so well for me. Or however you guys want to go about it. But it's pretty much always, hey, saw you voted, would love to connect or help you in some sort of way. So that's kind of really it if they reach out to you. The third way is maybe they filled out your hair or skin quiz. And yeah, I mean, some people do this like just out of the blue. Like maybe they were exploring your link tree or they know it's there and they see your posts and then they go and take your hair quiz. So it's kind of the same thing as like DMing somebody about them voting on the poll. Same thing with the hair quiz. Like I'm always like, hey, I saw you filled out my hair quiz. I would love to send you my recommendations. Let me know if you're open to it. And I always make sure that they say yes, or like, hey, yes, I am. I've been seeing your posts. I'm super interested in trying the hair care, before I just blast them with my product recommendation list, right? So that's kind of like how I get things started. And then after that, you're always going to get their hair or skin type. This is like number one step. So obviously if they filled out your hair quiz, you already have that, but chances are you're having a conversation with somebody, they DM'd you, you offered the products or whatever, and they're like, okay, cool. Like, what do I don't know. They're like, yeah, sure. I'll give them a try, or, you know, whatever. Tell me about them. So I always tell people, these products are hair and skin specific. So I need to just know a little bit about your hair type and your hair goals so I can recommend the perfect products for you. And so this little saying is actually in our VIP outline that we have typed up. It's in the team page. If you guys could literally copy and paste this stuff. But yeah, just get to know their hair or skin type. And I really suggest asking it conversationally. Okay, when you send kind of like this list, it's not very what's the word, like personable. Like you're just kind of like, here, take this. And I think that it goes far with people when you're like, yay, I'm so excited for you, like tell me about your hair goals. And that's usually what I start with, is I will ask somebody, you know, what are your hair goals? And by asking that, chances are they're going to tell you a lot about what you already need to know. And then from there, you can kind of fill in the gaps. So maybe they're like, oh my gosh, like my hair is breaking off, it won't grow. I really just want like long, shiny hair, or whatever that is. So you kind of know like what their goal is. And then you can be like, okay, is your hair thick or thin? You know, are you using heat on it? You guys know the questions to be asking, but I really try and do it conversationally, and like whatever they say, like I try and relate to, and in little bits and pieces tell them like how Monat will help that. So if they're like, oh my god, my goal is really to just get rid of this frizziness, like my hair is so frizzy, I'm like, girl, I got you. Like I have a line just for that. You know, do you use heat on it, and is your hair thick or thin, or whatever. So I address what they're saying and how this is going to help. And that's kind of how you're building value throughout the conversation, right? And chances are you guys are going to need help with these product recommendations. So screenshot their hair type, or try and send it into your group chat in like a list form so that it's really easy for us to see. So if they're sending you these long paragraphs about their hair, try and just like in your notes put like the bits and pieces that we need to know: thick, thin, heat, how often they wash, whatever. Send it in your chat and be like, hey guys, like I need help with this. You know, I'm thinking maybe XYZ product, but can you guys just double check? So then we're going to tell you, yes, do this product, this one. And then that way you guys know what products to be recommending. But then the next piece is honestly the most important. Okay, so this is going to be your product recommendation statement. So usually we'll be like, okay, like type up your rec statement. We call it like a rec statement. So this is going to be really where you build value around the products and what it's going to do for them and how it's going to address whatever they're experiencing. So super important that you're not just like, oh, we're going to just put you on smoothing shampoo and conditioner and oil. And then you attach the price and they're like, whoa, like they see the price. They don't know why you're putting them on this. They don't know how it's going to help them. So yeah, and I'll read you guys kind of an example of a rec statement, but your upline can always help you with this while you're kind of learning. But it needs to be something like, you know, all right, I've got the perfect products for you. We're going to put you on the smoothing shampoo and conditioner because I know your biggest struggle is frizz. And these are meant to tame frizz, smooth out your hair. It's going to give you that sleek, shiny look that you're looking for. And then we're going to put you on XYZ, and it's going to do XYZ thing for you. And at the end of the rec statement, I always ask them, like, how does that sound? Or let me know how that sounds, and I would love to shoot you over some pricing. So you have to kind of stay in control of the conversation and do this in chunks, and I promise it works every time. So after the rec statement, you kind of, you know, you end with, how does that sound? Whatever. They're usually like, sounds great. How do I order? Or they're like, oh, that sounds cool. Maybe I don't need the heat protected now, but I'll do everything else. And you're like, okay, cool. I'll send you a price breakdown. Or I just say like, oh, I'll shoot you over some pricing. I keep it super casual. So when you get into the pricing, now this is also very important. It's very important the way that you present it to somebody so they can see VIP, you can explain it, they can see the price, they can see the discounts. So what I recommend doing, if you're new, let your upline help you. Yes, for sure. Especially with rec statements, because that's where the products are sold. Like, I mean, hopefully they're kind of already sold on the products before you even get to this point because they've been seeing your posts or whatever. So they're pretty interested in trying them, but like that you gotta nail the rec statement out of the park. So anyways, sending a price breakdown, whatever you want to call it. What you're going to do is you're going to go into your back office and you're going to enroll a new VIP. Okay. And you're going to build a VIP cart with whatever it is that you just recommended them. So maybe that looks like an oil, smoothing shampoo and conditioner, and blowout cream. Okay. So at this point, you've already explained products so they know what's coming in their cart. So you're going to take photos of that cart, or if you're on your phone building a cart, screenshot it. You're going to send them the photo of the cart, and you're going to attach what we call our VIP saying. So this saying is, I literally copy and paste this for every single VIP. I just will change out the savings amount that they're getting and maybe the free product that they're getting. But I use the same exact format, and I'll read it to you guys. It's in my notes. So they're seeing the cart, and then you're also in the VIP saying, you're explaining what VIP is. They're gonna, if you don't, they're gonna see the one-time fee and they're gonna be like, what is this? So you have to get ahead of that and get out in front of it and be, you know, open about it. Explain what it is. So the VIP saying, let me just find my notes. Okay. This is pretty much always what I say. Depending if it's hair care or skincare, you might tweak the amount of months. But I say, okay, this would be your cart for everything I mentioned. VIP customers get lifetime access to perks like up to 40% off. And then in parentheses, I say you're getting X amount off this order, free shipping, and a free product. The VIP registration fee you see is only one time, and it gets you access to all those benefits. Your future orders are on your own terms. It's not a monthly subscription or anything like that. And then I tell them, this routine usually lasts people a minimum of 3 months. Like if that's skincare. If it's hair care, I say these will last you anywhere from 4 to 6 months. And then I say, how does that look? So I always end with a question every time because I need them to know like what to respond to. So yeah, that's pretty much, you guys can kind of tweak it to however you want, but really just letting them know, hey, you're going to notice a VIP fee. That's one time and it gets you access to XYZ perks. Oh my God, you're saving $62 on this order and you're getting free shipping and you'll notice the free product that I threw in for you. How does this all sound? You know, and then 9 times out of 10, they're like, awesome, like cool. How do I place the order or whatever? Or maybe they're like, I don't know, looks kind of expensive. And you're like, okay, well, I can send you an example of a new cart without the oil in it. That might save you, you know, some more money. I will tell you though, when you bundle all the products, you're going to notice there's a bigger discount. So kind of just, you know, and utilize your upline for this too, because we've done so many conversations like this, but you guys get the idea. So the photo of the cart with the VIP saying every time, every time. And then once they say yes and agree to the pricing, then you're going to send them a link to their cart. So for this, then after they agree to that, then you say, okay, awesome. For the future orders, you are just committing to 2 at some point in your life. You have all the time to do it. It's on your own time. Your future orders are all on your own time. So I kind of say it I say your future orders are on your own terms. It's not a monthly subscription or anything like that. And then once they're cool with that and the VIP and the pricing, I just say, you know, with your future orders, it's called your flagship, and you have to make 2 of those, you know, at some point, but all on your own time. And I really emphasize like that it's all on their own time. And by that point, guys, like they're already sold. Like they're already like, not that like we're doing anything sneaky or anything. It's just like some people are like, ooh, like if you tell them too soon, they're like commitment. Like people freak out about this commitment thing when it's super, super chill. So it's very important the way that you kind of present people with flagship and this whole thing. If it sounds complicated and scary and like monthly orders, they're going to be like, I don't want to commit to that. And then they're just going to probably want to order retail, which is honestly a ripoff for them. So that's kind of the way that I finesse that. And then they're like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. Then you're going to attach a link to their cart already set up. So once they say yes, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to send you a link already set up. All you have to do is fill out your information and submit the order. And they're like, cool, send it my way. So every time if you guys don't know how to build and send a VIP cart, I have a training video on that in the training page. It's super straightforward. But I always attach instructions whenever I send someone a link, because when they click the link, they have to click continue. And you've got to just make sure you tell them, like, just give them some sort of instruction. So I always use the same instructions. So I send the link and I say, here's the link to your cart. Once you click it, the browser will open up to the cart already set up. You'll click continue. And the next step is to fill out some info and create a username and password. And I give my VIPs a format for their username and password because I tell all my VIPs to have their username be first and last name. And I give all my VIPs the same password because I want to make sure that I have access to their account if they need help pushing out a flagship. I don't say this in the thing, but just explaining to you guys like why I do that. In case I ever need access to their account, they want me to place an order for them, whatever the case may be, maybe so I can contact customer service for them or whatever it is. So I give them that format and then I say, then it will bring you to mailing and billing info and then to the final page. And again, I tell them on the final page, you will see today's order as well as that future order already set up. That is the flagship I mentioned. It can be moved out and edited to whatever products you want or need. Both you and I will receive reminder emails a week before it's set, so it keeps track of it and makes sure nothing is shipped unless you're ready. So excited for you. So it's you don't want it to be some secret that people have these flagships, and then when they get the reminder email, they're like, what is this? Why am I being charged? Like, you don't want people to feel like that. So I reiterate it as much as I can, and really just have noticed it helps to give people these instructions, because they might look at the link and they're like, what do I do? Where do I click? What is this flagship thing? So yeah, and then once they submit it, you get your, congratulations on your new sign up thing. Yay, do a little dance party. You're super happy. You just got a VIP. And then this is also very important. It's all very important. But once they sign up, I always send my VIPs a VIP welcome email. So the one that I've been sending, I think I've shared it with all you guys. This whole Monet like note file I've shared. But it basically is just like, I send it physically to their email. So in your back office, when you sign up a VIP, you have access to their information. So you can click their email address and you can literally send them an email from your back office. It's super convenient. And I literally copy and paste this to everybody. I maybe change their name or whatever, or depending on what they bought, but along the lines of like, so excited, to be helping you on this journey. I can't wait for you to fall in love with your hair or skin again, through these products. And I tell them, before you use any of your products, make sure to take a moment to take some before and after photos. I love, seeing progress, and, you watching it happen, you're going to be that much more impressed. I tell them to follow my VIP Instagram page, and I attach the handle for them to follow that, because I post like giveaways and client testimonials and things like that there. And then I tell them about the Refer a Friend program. I say we have an amazing referral program. So if you find yourself loving the products, don't be afraid to tell everyone you know about them. When they purchase, you and them will get $20 off your next flagship purchase. Feel free to give them my info. And then I insert wash instructions for them. So whether that's skin or hair, and then I tell them, you'll get a reminder a week before your flagship runs. If you don't need anything, you or I can go push it out. I'm here for whatever you need. XOXO Ashley. So I didn't used to do this, and I found that it really helps, because chances are your VIP doesn't even know about the Refer a Friend program. So it really helps for you to tell them. That's incentive to get you more VIPs. Giving them their wash instructions right away. It's just all a place, it's everything in one place that you can send them, so that they, basically it's like onboarding your VIP. So they like know what's going on, they know what to expect. So that's pretty much the whole process that you follow. Hair type, skin type, rec statement, price breakdown, then telling them about flagship, send a link to cart with instructions. So I'm going to read you guys 2 conversations that I've had start to finish. So this one was the other day, and she actually hasn't ordered yet, but she's ordering on Wednesday. So this was actually a referral from a VIP. This is her sister. So I said, hey, Lily mentioned that you were interested in trying some Monet products. So I thought I'd reach out. Are you looking to try skincare, hair care, or both? And she said, hi, just skincare. And I said, perfect. Can I send you my skin consultation to fill out? She said, yes. So I sent it to her. If I'm ever like in a hurry, or I know the person is super interested, I will send them the link to my consultation. If not, and I have the time, I will ask them conversationally about their hair type or skin type, like I told you guys. And then I said, Then I saw that she took it. So then I texted her and I said, hey, just saw you took it. Can I send you my recommendations? And she said, yes, please. And I said, okay, are you open to trying an exfoliant? I think you'd really benefit from the berry scrub. It helps so much with blackheads and also removes dead skin cells and helps with cell turnover. Then for combination skin types, the Be Balanced Cleanser and Moisturizer is amazing, and that's actually the line I personally use. Then for acne and uneven texture, the vitamin C serum is a game changer. And all of this is anti-aging ingredients as well. If this sounds good, I can send you pricing. And she said, yep, send it my way, smiley face. So I literally sent her photos of the VIP cart so she can see the VIP fee, so there's no secrets about that. She sees each product, she sees the free product, and then these photos really help too because they can see the suggested retail price versus then what their VIP price is after VIP discount and purchase plus discounts. So when they can physically see that price change, it's like they love it. They're like, so she saved, $61 on this. So then I had texted her heart eye emojis, and I was like, oh my God, $61 in savings. And I'll get you $20 off your next order using Lily's refer a friend link. And then I said the VIP fee you see is just one time and gets you access to all of our sales, extra discounts, free shipping, and a free product. For this order, I did the free travel size heat protectant. If this looks good, I can send you a link to it all set up and you can complete the order. And she said, yes, it does. I'm willing to place an order. I would just have to do it in a few days. And I said, totally fine. What day? And she said, Wednesday. I said, okay, I'll send you a link tomorrow so it's ready for you. Boom. There's that. So I hope that helps you guys. I have one other one that I'll read just so you can see, like, I follow this sequence literally with everything. So for this girl, I had actually reached out to her on Instagram. I really wanted her as a market partner, but she was like, not yet, I'm not quite ready. And I was like, okay, no worries. Like, have you ever thought about trying the products? And she was like, I really could use some new skincare actually. And I was like, boom, let's do it. So, I had actually asked for her phone number to get off of Instagram to get this on text. So I said, hey, it's Ash. She said, hey, cutie. And then I sent her the cart. So let me find, I guess I did the product rec over Instagram, and then I asked for her phone number so I can read you guys the product recommendation so you can kind of get a feel for what I did. Okay, so, oops. She said, did the consultation. I said, okay, I'm looking now. And she said, thanks, homegirl. Then I said, Be Balanced Cleanser and Moisturizer will be so perfect. I use that one. It's great for combination skin. Then the C Radiance Vitamin C Serum will literally make you glow. It's the shit. If you're open to an eye cream and exfoliant, I suggest that as well, but we can maybe add that later on. Because I knew her skincare routine was like super basic. Because on my skincare thing, I have people answer what their current routine is, because I think it's really important to know that, because if somebody's super basic and you throw them a 5-step skincare routine, they're going to be like, I don't need this. I don't want to spend $300. So I kind of was like, I suggest this for basics, and then this you should have, but we can do it like later, as in like I'll put it on her flagship. So she said, I'm interested, shoot me the monies. And I said, okay, I'll text you. So then that's when I texted her the photo of the cart. And I said, okay, this would be your cart for the basics I mentioned. VIP customers get bomb perks like 40% off. You're getting $35 off this order. Free shipping, free products, blah, blah, blah. And then I said I threw in the free product, the gel as your free product because I figured your fiance would use it. And then I said your future orders are on your own terms, blah, 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 the whole thing. She said, dude, that's great. And I was like, I know, right? And she said I get paid tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, okay, I'll send you a link to the cart setup and you order when you're ready. And I said, so excited to see your results. And then she told me to follow back up with her Sunday. I sent her the link, followed up. She did it. VIP enrolled. So I won't keep you guys too much longer. You guys, if you have any questions, you can throw them in the chat. But that's pretty much it, guys. And we have this whole VIP outline process in writing for you guys. So you can literally copy and paste this stuff. Make sure to save it in your notes so it's super, super easy to use. But that is how I close a VIP start to finish. If there's no questions, I think I'll just end it.